Okay, so good day. Um, I am doing the video lecture on Module 2. This is on the human characteristics no, influencing sport and exercise behavior. So for this particular topic, we will be focusing on personality as one of the human characteristics. In Module 2, I would like you to look into the context of what is it that the athletes or the coaches possess, in terms of personality. Because if you are keeping on track of the course guide, no, there would be an enumeration of different characteristics, um, of the athlete or of the coaches, um, which in one way or the other have implications on sports and exercise behavior. And so for this context, we will be zeroing in on personality. And this is not the first time, I'm sure, that you would hear about the concept of personality, in your Gen Ed. Way back in your first year, you have had your UTS, and I'm sure part of the concepts that were shared to you is on personality. So this time, we will just be going back onto this concept and more likely um, underscore how personality implicates behavior, particularly in the context of sports and exercise. Okay, so we look into the we look into the specific slides. Okay, so we move on to the slides. Um, So first, we have to consider what it meant by personality, because of course this is a premise for us to um, what do you call this? For us to look into the implications, we have first to introduce the concept, and this is just but a recall because, as mentioned, I'm sure you have um, you came across this concept already, as I mentioned earlier. So, personality is not a new concept to us. In fact, if we look into the self, and if I would ask you to describe yourself, I'm sure part of those that you would be telling me as a response would point out unto your characteristics as a person. Okay? So at this moment, most probably, you think about your characteristics. What can you say about yourselves if you would be asked the question, kindly describe yourself? So, responding unto this, you may list down characteristics which are in relation to your physique. No? So that's what we call physical characteristics. You may also be mentioning about certain qualities that you have, so that uh, like for instance, you would say, um, I am responsible, I am family oriented. No? So these responses most likely typify you as an individual, and um, this would this could point unto like some behavioral aspects or emotional aspects of the self. So we will look into the different components of personality anyway as soon as we reach that particular slide. But in terms of the term personality, if we break down the word personality, no, so we could arrive at the etymological definition of the concept. No, we get the word persona, no. It actually is a Latin term which means mask, no. So literally para bang ang persona ay isang maskara, no, dahil malamang when we face the public, no, we exude a certain characteristic which may be different um, uh, when we face a particular group. So what I'm trying to say is that it could be that at home you are more comfortable showing, manifesting who you are as a person, but in school you may have characteristics which are different, most likely from how you behave at home. So what it does not mean that you are para bang nagpapaka-plastic ka, para bang you are manifesting dual or multiple personality, but the tendency, at which, because of our wanting to be um, accepted, because of our desire to belong in a particular group, and some other motives or motivations on our part. That's why we somewhat um, parang window dress, no, who we are when we are in public. And that is where the term persona or mask, comes in, so personality would talk about individual characteristics and ways of behaving. And so if that is the case, then there would be uniqueness, in how we behave or on our characteristics, so magkakaiba tayo ng pinanggalingan, magkakaiba tayo ng family background, ng environment, and all of these shape, our personality or who we are as an individual. Okay? So, ito palang human characteristics na binabanggit ko, maliban to which personality is one, ay isa sa mga measure ng uniqueness. No? Ito ang isa sa mga tawag dyan, indikasyon na there is no one like us. No? So, we may be of the same blood or lineage kasi mag-anak tayo, magkakapamilya tayo, pero meron pa ring pagkakaiba pagdating sa personalidad o sa pagkatao o sa katangian ng bawat isa sa pamilya. So, um, uh, therefore, again, the concept of personality is one of those characteristics that make us unique individuals. So personality is who we are. It is the sum total of all our attributes, behavioral, temperamental, emotional, and mental, that characterize a unique individual. Okay? So, um, it says here that it does not only point unto the behavior, the acts, yung pinapakita natin, yung nakikitang gawi sa atin, kundi kasama din doon ang temperament, yung mga moods natin, yung emosyon natin, yung kung paano tayo mag-isip, dahil itong mga ito, itong mga attributes o mga katangian na to ang um, kumbaga indicators, na wala tayong katulad sa mundo, dahil walang dalawang taong pareho, or identical ang pamamaraan ng pag-iisip at maging ang emosyon. Okay? So, personality refers to the relatively stable, consistent, and distinctive set of our characteristics as a person. no? So ang ibig lang niyang sabihin ito ay while there may be instances to which we modify how we behave depending on the context, no? Still we are one and the same individuals, irrespective of the place, of the time, and even of the people whom we interact with, no? So, uh, tayo pa rin, no? I mean, si Jonah pa rin ay si Jonah, no? Ah, kahit nasa eskwelahan siya, kahit nasa bahay siya o kahit saan man, at kahit sino pa ang makasalamuha niya. Maaaring may mga pagkakataon na binabago ni Jonah ang kanyang um, ah, pag-react, pag-interact, no? Kapag may mga nakakasalamuha siyang iba't ibang tao, no? Pero that does not lead to the multiplicity of the person, no? We are an integrated whole, no? So even if we interact with different people at maaring yung pag-interact natin ay magkakaiba, pero tayo pa rin ay one and the same person irrespective of the time and, as mentioned, the context. Okay? Now, there are components of personality, no? Our habits, yung mga nakagawian, gawi, no? Gawi. Yung mga nakagawian nating um, yung mga nakagawian natin, no? Like the routinary acts that we do, for example, in a day, no? This appears to be a fixed characteristic or a tendency which we of which when we repetitively do, eh, um, it forms part of who we are, no? So sabi nga nila, excellence, if you make it a habit, no, is your characteristic. It's you, no? So um ito yon yung mga nakagawian. Attitudes, certain ways of viewing things, no? Um, it may be one that is negative, one that is positive, favorable or not, learned or acquired, no? So, ang attitude is as if your agreement or disagreement, no, to certain thing or individual or even a place, no? Based, of course, on how you perceive this thing, place, or person. Okay? So, for example, kapag sinabi mong, what is your perspective about the present administration? No? So, kapag sinabi mo, di ako believe, halimbawa, sa administrasyon, no? Or believe ako sa administrasyon, no? Yung response mo na yon ay nagpapakita ng attitude mo toward the administration. Okay? Traits. These are relatively stable and highly consistent attributes that exerts a widely generalized causal effect on behavior. So, much of what we see on ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and even morally, no, can be can be under the ambit of what we call traits, no? So physical traits, matikas ka, maganda kang um, nilalang, sexy ka, no? Macho ka, no? Mental traits, matalino ka, hindi ka ganun katalino, wise ka, madiskarte ka, no? Emotional traits, no? Ano ba ang mga emotional traits? Affectionate kang tao, no? Sensitibo kang tao, mahiyain ka, no? Social, although of course there would be some which can also be considered as social traits, no? Okay, and moral and religious traits, no? How you perhaps show, manifest your faith, for instance, your belief of what is right and wrong, okay? And then behavior, no? Usually, behavior are those that are concrete, no? Those that you could directly observe, especially if we refer to overt behaviors. So halimbawa, kapag tinanong ka, kindly describe yourself at sinabi mo, I am an honest person. Okay? So that response, honest, being honest, is actually your characteristic. No? But is there any action that qualifies honesty, no? So ibig sabihin, meron kang makikitang katangian ng tao, meron kang makikitang kaya siya honest ay dahil ganito ang nakikita mo sa kanya, no? So ang ibig ko lang sabihin dito ay there is an act that is so particular, no, that determines the characteristic, and hence that identifies you as a person. Okay? Then we have the different theories. We have the different theories. Okay? In terms of a personality, there are a lot of personality theories actually that you may encounter. You can actually call literatures online. But those which are included here are just which I believe or I suppose are relevant to our subject matter. Okay, so we have here in the schematic view of personality, no, by Martin. Okay, and there are, if you could see, the the perspective of Martin can be broken down into three levels, no? So according to Martin, there are three levels which are distinct, magkakaiba, no? Unique in such a way, and that these levels are interacting with either the internal, with either the with the environment, with the social environment. Okay, so there are personal causes or factors, no, or those which are internal, no, and there are also social or external factors that we have to consider. So meron tayong mga katangian deep within us na by nature, no, ay fixed, no? Kumbaga parang kasama na sa ating pagiging tao, no? Ay meron tayong mga ganitong um, characteristic. Meron tayong tinatawag na psychological core, no? So lahat naman ng tao ay merong mga pinapakitang attitudes, nagsusubscribe tayo sa mga values, meron tayong kani-kanyang interest o di kaya ay set of beliefs, no? At ito ay hindi lang patungkol sa ating sarili, kundi aapektuhan din nito ang pananaw natin sa iba. Okay? So, this psychological core is something that is internal. It's within us. We possess it. No? And constant. The reason why personality is stable, no? Because all of these structures or components of personality are also constant. Okay? So the psychological core, if you could see on this particular pyramid, no, is actually the deepest or the most stable part of the person. Okay? And seemingly parang ito yung, ito ka. This is the real you. Okay? This is the real you. This is para bang yung pagkatao mo pag nasa tahanan ka. No, ikaw yung pinapakita mo yung totoong ikaw, walang bahid ng maskara, no? Walang bahid ng pagkukunwari, no? Kasi that's you, no? And then we have typical responses, no? This is the mid-level. If you could see on the what do you call that? If you could see it on the pyramid, no? Yun yung nasa gitnang bahagi ng pyramid. It is the way you typically adjust or respond to the environment. Okay? So given this situation or context, how do you adjust or respond? No? So um may mga taong for example ay um well, ang response natin kasi depende sa kung paano tayo kinondisyon ng ating mga magulang o ng ating mga significant others. Depende rin sa sitwasyon, no? At depende rin siyempre sa ating psychological core, no? So, um, um, for instance, if you are in school, no, how do you usually respond to stimulations from your teachers or from your classmates, no? um, yung kumbaga ipinapakita mo ay nakadepende malamang sa kung nasaan ka o kung sino yung nakakasalamuha mo, no? Yun kasing psychological core para bang well, irrespective of kung sino ang nakakasalamuha mo, pinapakita mo yung totoong ikaw. Pero itong typical responses, dahil merong standard ang culture o ang community natin as to how we should behave, no? Ang tendency ay what? We balance or um the responses depend on this particular standard of behavior and that of our psychological core, no? So, um, kung halimbawa nasa eskwelahan ka at siyempre dahil nasa eskwelahan tayo, we are expected to respect particularly those in authority at ang psychological core mo ay respectful person ka rin naman. So, ang tendency ay you would show respect as to whoever you interact with, no? That's typical responses. Now, yung role behavior or role-related behavior is that part which is external and dynamic, no? So, in short, while personality is stable, it is relatively stable. Meaning to say, there can also be possibilities that what? It is dynamic. It can be changing. It can be changeable, no? So, and this depends on many factors, especially environmental related factors. So how we act, role related behavior would focus on okay that aspect, no, of the personality or structure of the personality, which represents how a person, no, act, no, based on his or her perception toward a particular situation. Okay? So, therefore, it is in this level or structure of personality where there may be differences as to our behaviors. Okay? So, halimbawa yung isang football player, no? Kapag kapag nandun siya sa kapag naka-immerse siya sa kanyang role as a football player, no? Pwede siyang maging agresibo, pwedeng he may act aggressively, no? During play, for example, or during competition. Pero pwedeng ang psychological core niya ay kalmado naman siyang tao, no? Personality-wise, that this person is a calm person. Okay? But because of the situation, because of the context, no? He or she may manifest or show aggressive behavior or aggression. Okay? So, may mga ito yung nag-explain na may mga atleta kang quote and quote halimaw. Halimaw, hindi halimaw na dahil halimaw ang ugali, no? Maaring ang atletang ito ay ah, tahimik lang. Personality-wise, in terms of psychological core, tahimik lang itong batang ito. Yun yung na-observe mo sa kanya. Tahimik lang siya, no? I mean, inside the class, for example, no, you could barely see this person. Um, siguro, what? Um, interact or what. Pero pag nasa competition siya dahil in character siya, no? Makikita mo yung um, um, how active the person is, no? Makikita mo kung how aggressive, for example, the person is, no? Because again of the role, kaya nga siya role-related behavior. Parang yung mga artista lang din, di ba? Mababait sila sa totoong buhay, pero pag ang ginampanan nilang role ay kontrabida, no? Yung persona nung pagiging kontrabida, no? Yun yung pwedeng mag-explain dito sa tinatawag na role-related behavior. Okay? So, in Martin's schematic theory, no, behavior moves from the psychological core, no, up to the external roles, no? And hence, mas nagiging dynamic ang behavior kapag we are in social context, no? Dulot na rin ng ating mga learned responses, no? Natutunan natin na may mga katulad ng nasabi ko, may mga certain standards of behaving kapag nasa society tayo. Okay? So, for example, in combative sports, okay, personality-wise, psychological core ng tao, hindi naman siya aggressive, no? In fact, okay, I hope that was recorded, no? Um, there may be some issues as to the internet. I hope that later, no, when this video recording ends, it had captured everything. But anyway, okay, so yan. So, ang pinupunto lang ng theory ni Martens ayun, balik tayo dun sa example ko, no? So, psychological core niya, kalmado siya, very loving and caring siya, hindi mo makikitang hindi mo siya makikita na makikakitaan ng verbal or ng physical aggression. Pero, no, dahil nasa combative siya, no, kapag nasa competition na siya, pag nandun na siya sa ano bang tawag niyo, boxing ring, no, nagiging ibang tao siya, no. I mean, because of the demand of the sport. Okay? And bakit kaya, for example, um, hindi naman siya palamura, pero siguro dahil yung team na kung saan siya affiliated, no? Medyo may ganong characteristic. So, ang tendency ay na-adapt niya yung ganong characteristic, no? So, the role of the environment, the social environment, no, when it comes to personality development. Okay? So, now we move further. Okay, now we look into the other theories of personality In this discussion, we will be talking about the biological and psychological theories. Okay? So what about biological theories? From the word itself, biological, no? So our very reference would be our bodies. Okay? And in our in this particular perspective, um the person, the very person that is uh that is known, no, for this particular perspective is Hippocrates, no? So Hippocrates, or the Greeks in general, actually believed in the presence of bodily fluids or humors, and that these bodily fluids or humors would have uh, implications on how a person behaves, or on the characteristics of the person. Okay? So, um, sabi ni Hippocrates, meron yung tinatawag na apat na bodily fluids. No? So, there are four fundamental personality types based on these bodily fluids. Ano ba tong mga bodily fluids na to, or bodily humors? We have the blood, the black bile, and the yellow bile, and the phlegm. Okay? Now, in our anatomy, in our physiology, we have this. In fact, you may want to search what part of the body is called bile. Now, as to whether it's really colored yellow or black, that I don't know. No, but Hippocrates' theory is just trying to what? To inculcate in us that these bodily humors have impact on our temperament. Okay? So, depending on what humor or what fluid is present, no, these bodily fluids actually are linked, no, to our temperament, and hence it affects our behavior and our reactions. Okay? So we have, for example, blood, and this is contributory to sanguine personality. No, sanguine personality. How do you characterize a sanguine personality? No? One who is courageous, one who is hopeful, enthusiastic, no, socially outgoing, no, pleasure seeking, optimistic, no? Kasi hopeful daw siya, courageous pa, oh. So that is indicative of optimism. Okay? So in short, positibo yung somewhat positive yung mga katangian na meron siya. Okay? Ang choleric personality naman ay result ng yellow bile, no? At ano ang mga katangian ng isang taong merong choleric personality, no? Short-tempered, short-tempered daw, no? Maiksi ang pasensya. Pero ambitious daw yung taong yan. Okay? Very um, decisive, very goal-oriented, no? Very determined, no? The only flaw is that it is that he or she can be short-tempered or intense. No, ang tendency is when they exaggerate their emotions. Okay, so ayan. We also have melancholic personality type. No, these are those who are introspective. So sila yung madalas ay reflective, introspective sila, okay, analytical sila, no? Wise sila, pero tendency ay sentimental sila, no? They are also prone to overthinking kasi nga they are introspective, okay? They are um pessimistic din in a manner. Okay? And then lastly, we have phlegmatic. Phlegmatic personality. Siguro narinig nyo yung phlegmatic personality type, no? So sila yung calm, relax, no? Yung tipong kahit may sunog na, calm and relax pa rin sila, no? 'Di ba? Maganda din 'yon kapag may mga emergency situations. Lahat na ay nagpanic pero dahil phlegmatic ang personality mo, kalmado ka lang, relaxed ka lang. Mas nakakapag-isip ka ng matino kapag ikaw ay kalmado at lahat ay aligaga na, no? So, very compassionate ang mga taong yan, no? Unemotional nga lang, unemotional, um, patient, diplomatic, no? And unemotional siguro in the sense that they have the tendency to avoid conflicts, but they are compassionate individuals. Okay? So, this bodily fluid or bodily humor theory, no, by Hippocrates is actually just telling us, no, that you see, what we could find in our bodies, no, may have impact on who we are, particularly on our personality. Okay? Part also of the theory in the biological theory is the nature nurture hypothesis. Nature nurture hypothesis, no? So this particular hypothesis suggests that there are components of personality which are inherited, no? Yung nature aspect, no? This point to genetic endowment, no? So those that we inherit from our parents, those that were passed unto us through the DNA that are in the chromosomes. Diba? Nalala nyo yan? And then, nurture-based, on the other hand, suggests that there are components of personality which are learned or acquired. No? Dito, it puts a premium or it highlights the role of the environment. Okay? So, yung konsepto ng nurture ay inadvocate ni John Locke, sabi niya tabula rasa, di ba? Na walang na walang laman ang na empty vessel siya, no? That the mind or that humans are empty vessels, no, at birth, no, and can only be filled as we grow because of the experiences that we acquire from the environment. Okay? So dito um sinasabi or ang ina-underscore ay yung influensya ng environment. Okay? Kaya siya nurture based. Okay? Then we also have the constitutional theory of William Sheldon. Okay. Ano ba yung theory ni William Sheldon? Ano yung constitutional theory na yan? This is on the body morphology. Okay? So, um, William Sheldon actually is telling us that there are somatotypes. There are 3 somatotypes, no? And these are okay. So I'm not really sure if that was covered in the mukhang hindi. Okay. So um let me just reiterate in case it was not captured in the recording because I'm not really sure if it was captured. Okay, so ito yung constitutional theory ni William Sheldon, ang sinasabi lang niya ay that what? There are somatotypes, no? There are somatotypes in our uh, uh, um that in our body, yung kumbaga, alam niyo yung somatotypes in terms of um ang tawag diyan, yung body physique natin, no? Gaano tayo kataba, gaano tayo kapayat, okay? So, human body type, no? Yung body type ang tinutukoy. Okay? So, there are three body types, and what are these? Endomorphy, ectomorphy, and mesomorphy. No? Kapag endomorphy, mga tabain, matataba. Sino example ng mga matataba? Sa mga teachers nyo, kasama na ako dyan, di ba? Okay, dahil predominance of fat tissues yung mga yan, no? Ang endo, no, means soft, round. So yung mga taba, no? Um, kumbaga maraming fat deposits ang endomorph. Okay? Siguro tingnan ninyo ang inyong mga katawan kung saan kayo dito sa body types na ito, no? Pero as to how I gauge, no, I am more on the endomorph type, no? Ectomorph naman ay counterpart ng endomorph, no? Sila naman ay mga payat, slender ang mga yan. Si Ma'am Leslie, si Ma'am Base, yang mga yan, medyo ectomorph ang kanilang body physique, no? So, they are more of the ectomorph type, no? Ang mga mesomorph naman ay in between. Sila yung predominance of muscle tissues, mga athletic type ang mga ito. Okay? Now, tingnan natin, yun bang somatotype natin or yung body type natin, merong effect sa ating characteristics? Yes, no? Uh, ang endomorph, for example, has viscerotonic temperament. Viscerotonic. Ibig sabihin, ang characteristics nila ay that they are affectionate, social, relaxed personality, no? So, they are more of those individuals, no, who are comfort loving ang personality. Siyempre kasi tabain ng mga yan, no? Medyo nag-stay sila sa kanilang comfort zone. Could hardly move siguro from one place to another, no? But they are what? They are sociable, no? They are affectionate individuals. Ang mga ectomorph naman ay merong cerebrotonic temperament, no? They have they are characterized by being tense, they would love solitude, likely to be introverted, artistic, and with intellectual personality. O, diba? So, intellectual. However, because they are thin, they appear to be fragile, no? And um, they are usually restrained, no? Kasi parang any moment mabalian sila ng buto or what. Okay? Ang mesomorph dito sa tatlo ang um, tawag dito most favored. Bakit? Kasi in terms of prowess, no, in terms of strength, no, sila kasi yung athletic type. Kaya dun sa tatlo, sila ang may mas tendency to be aggressive. Okay? Dominant din. Okay? So, in short,